Hey, what's going on? My name is ZZQ, and if you're anything like me, you've been avoiding the Hydra for a long time. Probably because you watched a couple guys and you thought, wow, this looks extremely complicated. So I decided to make a guide myself and break it down super simply. Before we talk about the boss fight itself, let's talk about the gear real quick. I recommend that you go to OSRS Wiki and use the best possible gear that you can based on your budget. Also, this is a ranged only guide because when you try out ranged and then you try out melee, you realize ranged is a million times easier, so do not melee, use range. It's so much better. Also, do not forget your Boots of Brimstone, as they are very important if you do not have the Herend diary completed. So make sure you don't forget that, otherwise you will take massive damage from the floor. Hydra is extremely profitable, and if you want your loot tab to look something like this, stick with me. Before we talk about how to get there, one thing I recommend is a little bonus tip, as the first hit is the only hit that you can predict. Go into your gear stats and check whether or not your magic or your range bonus is higher. And for me, let's say my magic bonus is lower than my range. Set up your quick prayers and protect from magic, and vice versa if it's the other way around for you. If you have the Kebos diary complete, you can teleport right there, but if not, make your way to Konar and go north to the elevator. Climb these rocks. If you have the agility level for the mysterious pipe, use that, but it's 88 agility and I do not have that. And whatever your quick prayers are, for me it's magic. I just run through these guys, protecting from magic. So after you climb over here, I recommend you go online and type in Hydra tile plugin. And it'll have like a code, and then right click your world map and export. And I make them different colors to make it easier for each phase. Now, the most important thing to remember is the prayer switches. If it's two little dots, I'll show you. It's a range, you protect from range. If it's a bunch of dots, you protect from magic. Everything else you can get up until the final part super easy if you just protect from the correct style. He changes every 3 times. So he'll do magic, 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 range, range, range throughout the entire fight. It should also be noted that if you have the Lumbridge diary complete, bring your Explorer ring for Alex and Thralls. But if you do not, I recommend that you just bring Alex. However, if it's your first kill, bring Thralls. It helps. But now that you know how to get here, let's talk about the inventory real quick. Blowpipe for heals, but if it's your first kill, don't bring it. It gets a little too complicated. Well, when you start to get more advanced, you can bring these cooked moonlight antelopes. They heal venom or poison damage. You could also bring antidote plus plus, but I usually just bring the venom because 15 minutes, 12 minutes, it's just easier. If it's your first kill, probably only one divine bastion, 4 restores. Rest food, even some combo food could help. And what I do is I do a little this, this, grab another angler, nice little pre-pots. Okay, so I'm back. First thing that I do is I go close to the door, change my camera angle to like this, and now I turn on my quick prayers, walk through the door. You can get a cheeky little hit in here if you want to, but I usually don't. Doesn't really matter. Do your little thrall, and step on tile 1. Also, as I mentioned before, the first attack is unpredictable, so I got lucky and he was attacking with magic. But if he started attacking with throwing 2 little dots at me, I would have just quickly changed my prayer to protect from range. After Hydra attacks you with the same attack style 3 times in a row, he's going to shake his head a little bit, switch his attack style, and then you run to tile 2 or 3. And if you mess up, you just take a little bit of poison damage, so sip your antidote. If you do not do enough damage in a certain amount of time, he will throw the poison again, and then you run to tile 4. After you do enough damage to the boss, he will change phase and turn blue, and that is when you lure him to the blue tiles, tile 6. Now all you have to do is wait until he lures to you, and then run to tile number 7, and you're going to be waiting for a blue lightning to pop up. And what I personally do is I wait 2 to 3 seconds after Hydra spawns the lightning, and I run all the way till tile number 7, and this is also where I rethrall. Then I run to the last blue tile and wait for the phase to be over. So when Hydra turns red, I immediately lure it to tile number 10, and then I click on tile number 11. Now, for this part, I'm going to show you 3 specific things that you can do differently to help you based on how much remaining Hydra HP is left when he starts to move back to the middle of the room. If Hydra has less than 400 HP, I skip the lightning phase altogether, which makes it a lot easier. And this brings me directly into the Jad phase, which I will talk about in 1 second. If Hydra has more than 400 HP, I make my way over to tile 12 and I stand there and do not attack Hydra during this time. And then I wait for Hydra to throw the left and the right fire phase out, the lightning. And the timing's a bit weird, but about 1 second after he looks at you, you step on tile number 13. And then you can get back to attacking the boss. If at any point you mess up either skipping the lightning altogether or you mess up and don't stand on tile 12 quick enough, all you have to do is run around like a madman until the lightning stops spawning. And after you do a certain amount of damage, we make our way to the Jad phase. For the Jad phase, whatever you were last attacked with, whether it be range or magic, he will attack you with the opposite. And then instead of every 3, he'll go 1, 1, 1, 1. So he'll go range magic, range magic. And on the 4th attack, he will spawn poison at you. He will throw it at you and you just run out of the way. It should also be noted that if it takes you too long to finish off the Jad phase, he will eventually throw a second set of poisons, so just be aware of that and move out of the way. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do is show you a full-time kill in real time. And that is everything. I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I'm listening. No. I'm listening to you.